All right, hello. It is night 4 of our How to Untangle Your Productivity Rut challenge. I know I skipped, technically night 4 would have been last time, but I skipped that on you guys. But tonight we're going to wrap it all up. So night 1, we talked about distractions. Night 2, we talked about being distracted. I'm just thinking of like, what did I talk about? Night 1, we talked about getting rid of distractions. Night 2 was building your productivity space. Night 3 was creating your to-do list and like the shoulds and the have-tos and all that kind of stuff. So tonight I'm going to wrap up by talking about how to set up your to-do list. So this way you eat your frog first. And if you've never heard that saying, I'm going to talk about that in just a moment. And then I'm going to talk about really getting into it. So if you're out there and you're joining me, give me a shout. If you're catching this on a replay, drop me a hashtag replay. But yes, tonight is going to be our wrap-up of how to untangle a productivity rut. If you missed the previous videos, they are still streaming. They're still on there. You could check them out on Facebook, on the Instagram, wherever you are. On YouTube, I'm going to upload those later. But yeah, totally check them out. I'm seeing people hopping on, but the social media is not telling me who you are and where you are. So if you're out there, give me a shout. Let me know it's you so I can see the comments because I can't see anything right now, and that's kind of sad. So like I said, I'm seeing people, and I don't know who's out there. All right. So tonight is the big wrap-up. So if you've been following with me, I hope you took the time to actually take all of the distractions that we talked about and you started creating your boundaries. We talked about how distractions can be anything from yourself to family and friends and the space that you're in. It could be time, it could be tools and strategies, whatever it is. But sometimes we get so many things going on that we forget to focus on what we're doing now. Okay, so I hope you took the time to start creating your boundaries. Asking for help and delegating if you need it. I also hope that you did take the time to create your productivity space, whatever that is for you. This way you can start getting consistent. This way you feel good. You're in a space where you can actually put your planners and your journals and your yoga mat and your stuff, and you can have your own space. Because the more consistent you get with your space, the more apt you are to use it. That's the trick. Because it's often when we don't have the tools that we need, when we don't have our space set up, when we're not comfortable, that's when we get distracted, because we start getting, kind of edgy, and we start having to look for things and do things. And then by the time we know it, we wasted 20 minutes doing that. So now that hour of time that you time blocked for yourself is, a third gone. And then again, little things just start to happen. So pre-make your space, set your boundaries, and then sit and create your to-do list, which we did talk about. So on the to-do list, I gave you some ideas. So if you've never made one before, if you weren't sure what should be on there to help you, and again, I want you to choose your things that you want on there, okay? Because like I said, should to is a very dangerous phrase, because the should tos, that's the stuff that we're taught that we need to do every day. That's the stuff that society tells us we're needing to do every day. That is the stuff that we have no idea. Like I said, it's just something that we're told we should do. And oftentimes the should do's on your list are taking up way too much space. They are things you don't need to do. Okay, so I wanted you to take a hard look, and I wanted you to take a nice big pen, and I just wanted you to cross out anything that you should do, but it's just taking space. It's not things that you truly need to do. Of course, you need to go to work, you need to go to the grocery store, you need to do the little things. But again, think about things that you can ask for help, that you can delegate, that you can do. Hey, Ryan, how are you? Now it's starting to tell me who's out there. If you're out there and you're joining me, yes, please give me a shout. Like I said, I'm not really seeing a lot of comments. I'm not seeing nothing. Because I see there's 2 people, and I don't know who it is. Who is my other person? Tell me you're out there. But like I was saying, so you've created that. Like I said, on your list, you want to have the big 3. Every day, you should be doing 3 things. You should have 1 type of movement in your day. You should have 1 type of meditation in your day. And you should have 1 type of mindset work at a minimum. Mel, you were out there. There we go. Okay. So yes. So like I said, one type of movement, one type of mindset, and one type of meditation. Those are the biggest things that you should have out there. And when I say movement, that could be anything that makes you happy. If you like to go to the gym, if you like to do yoga, you want to go biking or hiking or walking or swimming or whatever it is for you. But have something to get your body moving. Have something that's going to get your hormones moving. Have something that's going to get your energy moving. Because that's the old adage. It's move a muscle, change a thought. So if you're going through any kind of anxiety or depression or anything that feels not good inside, movement is key. When you change your state, that is what's going to make you feel better. And then, like I said, have some kind of meditation. So you have some kind of grounding practice. And hi, Mike. Have some kind of grounding practice. That's the next big one. Because grounding is what is going to get you focused. It's going to bring a little bit of calm to yourself. And it's what's going to give you clarity on the outside. And when I say grounding, that can be as simple as a seated meditation. It could also be taking a walk and putting your feet in the grass and actually mindfully meditating as you're feeling everything, as you're taking in everything around you, as you're building that flow. So you're actually really seeing the grass, seeing the pond, seeing the trees, seeing the squirrel. Like you're actually involved. And it's not just a mindless walk that you're just on blinders and you're like, I have to take a walk because I need to lose weight enjoy it. Slow yourself down. If it's a seated meditation, same jam. Sit there and ground. Use your 5 senses. That's the best tool you're going to have. So you can actually sit there and you could think to yourself, what am I feeling? What am I seeing? What am I smelling? What am I tasting? What am I hearing? As you use your 5 senses, it brings you closer and closer to your inner space so that you can actually calm and ground. And that's even a tool you can use anytime you're going to have, like, you feel like an anxiety attack's coming on. That is grounding, and that is huge. And as you do those long, deep breaths, as you're focusing on that, as you're coming inside, that is where the change truly happens. Because now you're becoming very aware of yourself. You're becoming very aware of your surroundings and your feelings and what's coming up. And you want to embrace that, okay? You want to take all of that in. So as all of that comes up, as you're breathing and grounding yourself, let it come up and out. And my best advice, if it's scary energy, because I know sometimes negative things come up, or memories you thought you buried, or things you thought you let go of, or experiences that just really, like I said, stuck in the back of your head, they just imprinted. Those are what we call samskaras. Those are exactly what they are. They're imprints on your heart energy, and that's what stays. So go ahead and let those things come up and out and really be able to, my first meditation teacher taught me to treat it like a dinner party, okay? So you have all these things that come up, whether they're good, bad, ugly, it doesn't matter. But it doesn't mean you have to entertain them. So you don't have to entertain all those energies all the time. You don't have to entertain the thoughts that are coming up, but see them for what they are, okay? Say hello to them. Accept them, let them into your dinner party, thank them for being there, because they're what got you to where you are today. And again, whether it's something good, it's something bad, something you didn't like, something that made you happy or sad, it doesn't matter. They're what got you where you are. So thank them and then send them on their way. Send them off to the bar or the buffet or whatever. Just because they're there does not mean you need to entertain them, okay? You can let them go for now, all right? So like I said, one type of movement, one type of meditation, and then yes, one type of mindset work. And mindset work can be anything that's going to get your brain in learning mode. So if that's journaling, like I said, I hugely recommend gratitude lists. If you don't do a gratitude list every day, get on it. Like I said, even if you could pick 10 things, like literally write down, I am grateful for my life because, and write it down. And even if it's the same 10 things every day, that's okay. What that's doing is it's getting your mind into that space of gratitude and love and happiness, and you feel good. You do so many videos right now. Oh, and Susie's on. I love you. Oh my gosh. Okay. So what I was saying. So yeah, so do a gratitude list every day. And then go ahead and, well, on the note of many videos, yeah, we're doing that series this week. It's how to untangle your productivity rut. So this is the last one of the series. But yeah, so go ahead and you can do that. But if journaling's not your jam, and that's okay. Like I said, it took me a while to get there. If you haven't heard about that, that's in a whole other video. But yeah, go ahead and do that. Also, what you can do is if you're a reader, go ahead and get your book. Promise yourself you're going to read 5 pages a day. That's amazing. If you like your podcast, go ahead and pick one, okay? and learn something. Whatever it is, whatever mindset work it is for you, make it something that's going to teach you something, okay? Don't just mindlessly aim for like I said, I don't even want to be like, go read the newspaper, but yeah, don't do that either. Choose something that's actually going to take you to your next level, okay? Watch a video like this, learn something, okay? So that is the big 3 that should always be on your to-do list. And you don't have to make it specific. I don't even make it specific. When I write mine down, I don't say like, hey, I'm going to get up and run on this day. I'm going to do this on this day. I'm going to do this. Because there's sometimes, I'll be honest with you, that I do get up in the morning and I'm like, I don't feel like running today. And then I feel guilty when it's already in my planner and then I got to scribble it out and then it makes a mess and no, not for me. So, like I said, I'll just literally write down one type of movement, one type of mindset work, and one type of meditation. And as long as I check off the box, as long as I color it, I highlight it, I know it's done, I'm successful. I feel good about it. I feel productive, and it makes me happy. Like I said, right now I've got 2 of each on there, so that's super huge. I'm running 4 days a week now. I got back on that track. And the other days I'm doing yoga or some type of body workout. I'm doing meditation. We're almost ready to start our 40-day Sudarshan Chakra Kriya meditation challenge. That's something you always wanted to do. Let me know, because we are halfway to starting our 62 minutes a day. So where you're building your to-do list around like an hour of your own time, my meditation is going to take up a full hour. And then every day I've been really good about doing my journaling. I've gotten back on that. I bought all those fun cards. If you haven't seen my cards, I'll do some card pulls here. Not tonight, but we'll do another day where I can pull them for you. I've got affirmation cards and my animal oracle cards, and now I've got these question cards. I've got so many fun things. So we'll make a session out of that. I joined a book club, so now I am making sure I read every day because now I am accountable. And that's the biggest thing. If any of this scares the shit out of you, if any of this is like, I don't know if I can do this, I don't know if I have time for me, oh my God, where do I do it and how do I do it? Like your brain is literally on overload, bring it back and talk to me. Please direct message me. Let me know, because this should not be overwhelming. It shouldn't be scary. It should feel like the most natural thing in the world to take time for you, to feel good, to feel energized and happy so that you could take the rest of your day and it's amazing. And on that note, if you're not a morning person, that's cool. If it's you telling yourself you're not a morning person, that's not cool. But if you're literally like, I work first shift and I can't do this and I get it and it's fine. I can help you plan it so it works out better. But again, you got to let me know. DM me and let me know. So yes, but tonight I want to talk about, because like I said, I kind of split last night into tonight and Wednesday. Tonight I want to talk about, we've got these things to do. We've narrowed down our list. We got rid of the should tos. We've got the things we want to do on there, all this good stuff. What I want to talk about is eating your frog. Okay? And that's figuratively what that sounds like. If you've never heard that expression, it was one of those quotes. I believe it was Mark Twain, if I'm not mistaken. I'll double check that, but I'm 99% sure. But the idea was, if there's one thing that you don't want to do a day, you need to do it first. That's the idea behind eating your frog. No one wants to eat a frog, right? But if you do it first, you get it out of the way, then you're good. That's why I always do my movement first. It's not that I don't want to go running. It's not that I don't want to do yoga, but oftentimes that's the one thing that it's like, I can do a gratitude list and then I can fall back asleep. It's cool. Or I can read in bed and I doze off. Like, getting up and getting moving, that is the one thing that I almost dread. That is why, like, I set my alarm on my phone and it's across the way. Like, I don't put it on the nightstand next to me anymore because that is way too convenient to hit snooze, to put it back, to not, to get engrossed in my like news feed and things. I literally put it on the other side of the room, so I am forced to get up, turn the alarm off, and then more often than not, my cat has now slid into my spot and I am not going back to bed. So, like I said, I really take your phone, take your alarm clock, whatever it is, and put it across the room. Physically force yourself out of bed, I'm telling you. There's an app that one of my coaches, Lauren, recommended, and it's kind of fun, and it's been mildly entertaining when I'm awake enough. It's called Alarmy, so Alarmy. That is an app. It's on Apple, like iPhone, and it's on Android. And what it is, it's an alarm clock, and you set it for the time, but you could choose how to turn it off. And it's not just a turn off the alarm. You either have to take a picture of something, so you can say, like, I have to take a picture of my like couch every day, so you have to go do that, Otherwise, that alarm will not turn off, and it gets progressively louder and louder and louder till you can't take it anymore. So you can set it with a picture. You can set it for math problems. So if you're a math person, and it gives you levels of math, so you can do your basic like addition, or you can go really crazy and have your algebra. There's a couple of different ways, but you have to do whatever it is in order to get it turned off. So by then you're like already awake and you're moving, and it's actually pretty cool. So if you haven't downloaded that, totally check that out. So that's the big one. So, but like I said, so now that you're up, now that you're doing it, it's like I said, it's important to eat your frog. And like I said, movement for me tends to be my frog. Because oftentimes, at least in Florida now, it's not so bad because it's really warm here most of the time. We're going into a rainy season, so that's a little damper, but in general, like, yeah, so it's not so bad as like when it used to be like wintertime up north and there'd be, 6 feet of snow, and it was like, do I want to drive to the gym in 6 feet of snow? And it was like, no, it's easier to go back to bed. I don't want to go running outside. It's 0 degrees and it's cold. So at least down here, that's an advantage. But like I said, the little things, the movement, like I said, that's often the biggest struggle for me. And I know I'm going to feel better after I do it. I know my body's going to be awake. I'm going to feel good. I'm going to look good, all these things, but it's getting there to do it. So back to what I was saying, you need to see whatever's on that list that is really something that's going to make you kind of cringe or struggle or just want to like, make that be the first thing that you do. If it's feasible, obviously, like if it's something you have to go somewhere to do and you have to be on a time schedule, then sorry, then that's what that is. But if it's something that you can actually take and do first, eat your frog. Make that happen, make it go away, okay? So that is the big one. So that's what I wanted to talk about tonight. So this way you have a better idea what you're looking at, you have a better idea where to gauge your to-do list. So yes, so go out there strong. Figure out what your distractions are, get rid of them, set your boundaries, ask for help, find your accountability partner, create your productivity space the night before, set it up, roll your mat out, put your weights out, put yourself, like be prepared. So this way you're not getting up at 5 a.m., you're already pissed at your alarm clock, you don't want to do this, you don't want to pull this stuff out. Don't give yourself excuses. I'm telling you, break it down the night before. And then, like I said, make sure you have your list, have your planner. If it's something you do electronically on your phone, that is cool. I like my old-fashioned planner. I actually just got a new one today. I'm kind of upset that I left it in the other room. I would show it to you. But I'll do a whole nother live stream on planners and setups because that is a fun thing that I like to do. But yes, write it down, have your list, check it off, keep track of it. Because the best part of this whole thing is if you're actually tracking the stuff on your list and you can see what you did and what you missed and where it was, and you start to see patterns. Okay, things go from, like I said, we get kind of gung-ho and we want to do it, and then things start to taper off, or stuff comes up, or distractions happen. You can actually see where the inconsistency is, so this way you can continue to adjust. So as things aren't working, you can change them and change them and change them and change them until it absolutely fits and it makes sense, and you're feeling the changes, you're seeing the changes, you're feeling that complete just overflow in your life, and it is amazing. So go ahead and set that up. And have that with you. Like I said, take it with you. I carry mine everywhere because it also has little spots where I can like journal notes on the fly. So I'm not necessarily carrying my big journal with me all the time, even though I do now because I love my journaling. Which again, I'll do a whole nother live stream on setting that up. So if you've never done one and you're feeling overwhelmed, I can totally do that with you too. So like I said, lots of live streams coming. I have lots of ideas, things I want to do because I want you guys to start to learn how to do this. Now again, if it feels overwhelming, it feels uncomfortable, you're like, oh my God, don't panic. Okay? That's the first thing I want to tell you. Like, this is your chance to like break the class and pull Pam out. Message me. Let me know what is stressful for you. Let me know where you think you don't have enough time, where it is. I'm giving you a chance for basically like free coaching questions here. So take the time. If you're out there and you're watching this on a replay, totally, you can drop questions in the comments. I will answer them, I promise. But yes, absolutely direct message me. I've got lots of fun things coming up. My one-on-one program, I've revamped. It is live. I have spots open for the end of the year. It's going to be amazing. So that is one-on-one. It's 6 weeks, me and you, using all of the things that we've talked about this week, all of the different meditation ideas, all of the different yoga, all of the different mindset work. And I'm taking the same tools and strategies that got me from Pam 1.0 to Pam 2.0. And I'm going to show you how to get there. Because right now I'm going from Pam 2.0 to Pam 3.0. So things are going crazy. So if you want to come along for the ride, you want to be there with me, And, you know, like I said, I appreciate the accountability as much as you guys do. Trust me. That's actually what one of my girls said today in my Mindful Movement Tribe, which is my monthly membership site. So it's not so much one-on-one that it is making connections with the other women. It's weekly classes that you have access to. It's journaling prompts that I'm going to give you, things like that to keep you on a routine, but it's more self-study, I guess we'll call it. But regardless, so she said to me, she's like, I love the fact that you teach and you coach us and you do, but you also share exactly what you're going through. So even when I have my low days and my down days, it doesn't matter. I still tell them. I still want them to know, because they're learning just as much from me as I am from them. And we're all growing through what we go through. And that's the biggest thing, is when we share, and we share the accountability, and we hold it all together. That is where this circle comes from. That is why this stuff works. That is why it's so successful. So you've got your one-on-one, you've got your monthly membership. I've also got a lot of great tools just to get you started. I've got YouTube videos. I've got guided audio meditations on SoundCloud. I've got weekly newsletters that I send out with all kinds of fun videos and tips and essential oil of the week and recipes and all kinds of fun little stuff. Tons of free resources that you can use to get your journey started. So if this is something that's resonating with you, if you're not sure again where to start, direct message me. Let's find your place. Let's find your peace in your amped up world, and let's make this happen. Okay? So I love you guys. I hope that resonated. Let me know if that makes sense. And if you have any questions, anything coming up, let me know. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.